There's a strange moment every guy experiences at least once. A girl laughs at your joke a little too hard. She remembers something about you that even your friends forgot. She texts you first for absolutely no reason, and suddenly your brain enters detective mode. You start replaying every interaction like it's evidence in a criminal investigation. What did she mean by that? Was she being nice, or was that flirting? Does she actually like me? The problem is, attraction is rarely obvious. Real interest usually hides inside tiny behaviors, small patterns, subtle emotional signals, and most guys completely miss them. Not because they're dumb, but because attraction is rarely communicated directly. People fear rejection, people hide emotions, people test the waters first, especially in the beginning. So in this video, we're breaking down the 7 biggest signs she's interested in you, and one bonus sign that is so powerful, psychologists and dating experts constantly talk about it, yet most people never notice it. And no, this isn't about manipulative pickup tricks. This is about understanding human behavior. Because once you understand attraction, you stop overthinking every little interaction, and you start seeing the difference between politeness and genuine emotional interest. So sit back and pay attention carefully, because one of these signs is probably happening to you already, and you didn't even realize it. Sign number 1. She creates reasons to talk to you. One of the clearest signs of attraction is surprisingly simple. She wants access to your attention. Think about it. Attention is one of the most valuable things human beings have. We naturally spend it on people we care about, which means when a girl is genuinely interested in you, she doesn't just respond, she participates. There's a massive difference. A polite person replies. An interested person continues the conversation. For example, you send, "How was your day?" A normal response. Good. But an interested response sounds more like, "Pretty stressful, honestly. I almost missed class today. How was yours?" Notice what happened. She didn't just answer, she opened another door for conversation. That's important, because attraction often reveals itself through effort. You'll notice she asks follow-up questions. She sends random memes or reels. She randomly remembers things you said. She finds excuses to message you. Conversations somehow keep going longer than expected. And here's the interesting part. Sometimes the topic itself doesn't even matter. The conversation becomes the excuse. Psychologists call this proximity-seeking behavior. Humans naturally try to increase emotional contact with people they're attracted to. That's why someone who likes you often creates small, unnecessary interactions. Maybe she asks for help she technically didn't need. Maybe she sends you something random at midnight. Maybe she says, "This reminded me of you." That sentence alone says a lot, because it means you exist in her mental space, even when you're absent. And attraction almost always begins there, inside attention, inside repeated thought, inside emotional curiosity. Now, obviously, this doesn't mean every girl who texts you likes you romantically. Some people are naturally friendly, but there's a difference between friendliness and intentional attention. Friendly people talk to everyone. Interested people subconsciously prioritize someone. And once you notice that pattern, you can't unsee it. Sign number 2. Her body language changes around you. Before humans learned language, we communicated through behavior. And even today, the body often reveals emotions faster than words. That's why body language is one of the strongest indicators of attraction, because many reactions happen subconsciously. She may not even realize she's doing them. Now, let's break this down carefully. One of the biggest signs is eye contact. When someone likes you, they naturally look at you more, not in a creepy, staring way, but in a focused attention way. You'll notice longer eye contact, quick glances when you're not looking, smiling while maintaining eye contact, looking away nervously after eye contact. And eye contact matters because attention follows emotional interest. Humans naturally focus on what emotionally stimulates them. Then comes smiling. Not the polite social smile everyone uses, but the automatic smile, the one that appears instantly when she sees you. That smile is powerful because genuine emotions leak through facial expressions faster than logic can control them. Then there's body orientation. Watch carefully in group settings. Who does she physically face? Humans subconsciously angle themselves towards people they feel emotionally engaged with. Her feet, her shoulders, her posture, all quietly pointing somewhere, toward attention, toward attraction. And then there's nervous energy. This one surprises many guys. People assume attraction always creates confidence. Sometimes it does the opposite. Someone who likes you may laugh more than usual, fidget with hair or sleeves, speak faster, suddenly become awkward, overthink what they say. Why? Because your opinion suddenly matters to them. And once someone emotionally values your perception, self-awareness increases dramatically. Now, here's an important warning. Never judge attraction based on one body language signal alone, because context matters, confidence levels matter, personality matters. Instead, look for clusters of behavior, multiple signs repeating consistently over time. That's where the truth usually hides. Sign number 3. She treats you differently from everyone else. This is one of the strongest signs of all, because attraction creates emotional favoritism, and favoritism changes behavior. Ask yourself this honestly. Does she interact with you differently than she interacts with everyone else? Because if she does, that's meaningful. Maybe she notices your mood faster. Maybe she laughs harder at your jokes. Maybe she gives you more attention in group settings. Maybe her energy changes when you arrive. Humans naturally become emotionally selective around people they're attracted to, and that selectivity becomes visible. One huge indicator, memory. If she remembers tiny details about you, that matters. Your favorite food, your exam date, a random story you told 3 weeks ago, a song you mentioned once. Why is this important? Because memory follows emotional importance. People remember what emotionally affects them, and attraction increases emotional focus. This is why someone who likes you often remembers things that even your close friends forget. Another powerful sign, she values your opinion more than average. You'll hear questions like, "Do you think this looks good? What would you do? Be honest, what do you think?" Now, obviously, friends ask opinions too, but when attraction exists, your validation emotionally weighs more, and humans naturally seek validation from people they desire. There's also something subtle most guys miss: reaction intensity. If your compliments affect her more, if your criticism affects her more, if your attention affects her mood more, that emotional sensitivity can reveal deeper interest. Because emotionally invested people naturally react more strongly to the people they care about. Sign number 4. She wants to spend time with you. Attraction creates effort. Always. People make time for what emotionally matters to them. That's one of the deepest truths about human behavior. Now, listen carefully. Interest is not just words, it's presence. A girl who likes you often tries to increase proximity. Not always dramatically, sometimes subtly. She sits near you, walks with you longer, stays in conversations longer than necessary, finds reasons to be around you. And this matters because humans instinctively move towards emotional comfort and stimulation. Think about it. Have you ever liked someone so much that even boring moments became enjoyable just because they were there? That's attraction. The activity becomes secondary. The person becomes primary. This is why someone interested in you may happily spend time doing almost nothing as long as it's with you. And here's something important. Watch for consistency. Anybody can show attention once, but repeated effort reveals genuine interest, especially in today's world where everyone claims to be busy. People protect their time carefully, so if she repeatedly invests time into you, that investment means something. Another huge sign is initiation. If she sometimes initiates plans or conversations, that's powerful because many people wait passively unless emotional motivation pushes them forward. Attraction often creates that motivation. Sign number 5. She flirts in subtle ways. Here's the thing about flirting. Most flirting doesn't look like movie flirting. Real-life attraction is usually quieter, more indirect, more playful, because people fear embarrassment. So instead of openly saying, "I like you," people communicate through emotional tension. Teasing is one of the biggest examples. If she playfully makes fun of you, challenges you, creates inside jokes, or constantly finds playful ways to interact, that can absolutely be flirting. For example, "Wow, you actually replied fast for once." That sounds casual, but emotionally, it's attention